You have a horde tattoo.
I do.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's always so impressed. Whenever I raid you, my friends would be like, wait, she has a horde tattoo? Who is this girl? She's so cool. And they'll be like, wait, did she just click interrupt? Hold on. Yeah, Hunter's got a lot of stuff. They're getting new, I'm sure you heard, like, the gist. Like, they're getting...
Stop fucking talking about it. Yeah, I've heard. All these fucking Hunter mains coming out talking all this Hunter shit. Like, fuck, dude. I get it. I get
so
it.
Funny.
We got a 17 Alderman yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay.
We did.
Good.
And we timed it too, which was really nice. We got fucking crushed by the snake boss. Like, literally, the ticks from the third boss was like not over 900k.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of
course. It's a new show, so it's like weird. I'm still figuring out how to do everything, but yeah. So welcome everyone to Heather, the BM Hunter pug queen.
Yeah,
out there slaying keys. Word. How's everything been?
Not too bad. I actually got a fucking. I actually am.
Yeah,
and
you're
it
like
sucks.
crushing it.
I got it. Fuck, man, the pug life has been so hard this season, but I actually really enjoy the season. It sucks that nobody else is. Everyone hates it.
Yeah, I'm playing it, but I'm not like.
Can I smoke a joint on this?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Okay, sweet. Yeah,
you're good. But yeah, do whatever you want. I don't think
it's legal in Canada. It's the same as Twitch. I think, wouldn't it be?
It doesn't matter. I've seen people smoke it on YouTube. It's not a problem. Speaking of YouTube, you don't do it. Do you do any YouTube stuff? I don't remember.
No, I'm like technologically impaired. No, I don't do shit, dude. Like, honestly, I have an issue with my computer and like anything like that, and I TeamViewer with Mac.
Oh, right. Mac hooks it up.
Yeah, and he does it all for me.
I was gonna say we should have brought Mac in here, and then I'm like, Mac's probably busy. It was
doing what? Waiting for me to game?
No, I occurred to me like an hour ago, and I was like, can hit him up.
It's like Patrick off of SpongeBob. What do you do when I'm gone? Wait for you to come back.
Oh, yo, Mac's the best. I was gonna do later, amazing. But shout out Mac.
Yo, he's
Mac
fucking
is
amazing.
The king over there. The mod in Heather's chat.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Every time I go say hi, Mac hypes me up.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
We became
Mac's great.
I like love Mac, but I never play with him. But anytime I interact with him, it's hype. So I'm here for it. All right. So my first question for everyone is how we met. Do you remember how we met? I've kind of made a joke about it already, but
not quite. You want to go through it? I think we just like pug, right?
Yeah, I just met you in an Algathar pug, but I always think it's funny because that's whenever I add people, I put notes. So your note is like chill BM Hunter 22 deplete or something like that.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
You put it in depleter time? Fuck, dude.
It's like, oh, she was fun though. We'll hang again.
22 deplete.
It was fun. It was the first time Algathar was around, so season 1, I guess.
Is that what it was?
I think it was season 1 because there was thundering. I remember thundering on Croth.
Oh,
because you have to spread for the circles, but you have to clear them.
Dude, so you had to like run into other people, right?
Yeah. It was like red and blue, and then you had to pair up. Otherwise, you got stunned for like 5 seconds, like some insane amount of time where it's like, just kill me then. Like, why bother stunning me?
Oh my
gosh, why do I have to watch
an
this in slow motion train wreck?
We were doing an 18 AA last night, actually, and we were on the third boss, and we had plenty of time, and then 3 people CC'd the left in corp that spawned.
No.
Nobody CC'd the right one,
no.
And it just
your trap
spiraled.
Is like,
it spiraled.
Yeah,
it was awful.
That's the thing with CCs. I was feeling that like I did an alt key on my mage earlier, and like we all CC'd the same one, and then I just switched my hibernate or not hibernate. Heck,
we could have did
Polymorph?
stuff. We could have stunned or kicked or something. Like we all had.
Yeah, true. I guess so. But no, I was saying some CCs like they go on cooldown when you use them, and then some are like spammable. So like in that way, like sheep was really nice because I was like I've even done oh shit, it's my alarm. I've even done like there's 2 of them, and I hibernate one, and then before the other one starts, and I just juggle. I go back and forth.
Really?
It's a nightmare. Yeah, I have a clip of it.
Why would you do that to yourself?
So the thing doesn't go off.
Oh my god.
No choice. um, yeah. So in corpse fun.
I don't mind it. It's something that I can actually help with. And people are like, oh, yeah, like you do the trap and the scare beast. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you're getting the
I've
trap.
never seen you scare
I
beast.
trap
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
You
you
get
don't
a
even
trap
see
in
it on
you.
my bars, brother. It ain't even fucking making it on there.
Are you a mouse over trap, or you click it and then you click like the green
I click
spot?
and then I put my
The
thing out after.
precision. Got you. Got you.
I like to toss it. I like
Mm-hmm.
to feel more in control. But actually, recently I've been doing stuff to be able to help see my cursor better. I got that. Do you use Cursor Trail?
I don't like the trail one, but I think it's like ultimate mouse cursor or whatever. It's just like a giant circle. It's the
Oh,
same kind
okay.
of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I've
don't
got
lose your
like
cursor.
hearts and shit like that now. It's great. But like I don't
That's
think I would
cool.
trust myself with just a mouse over trap.
I didn't think so
I need to
either,
see
but
it.
it's usually good. But there are times when it's like, oh, like if it's like a cluster of mobs, I'm sure you've done this where like you try to hit
Mm.
it, but there's like another hitbox. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's kind of sometimes
It's
you need the precision.
if it's like in a pack of mobs or like it's in the big boss ring, I can't
Mm-hmm.
I can't hit it because it just gets snapped off by
Yeah.
something else.
Yep. Totally. Yeah. There's a lot of cool. I mean, Hunter can like actually do a lot. I know it's not like the
Mm,
meta, but like there's a lot of cool stuff that hunters can do that a lot of them don't. Like recently, I was doing a knock hood
mm.
and we kept getting owned by the charge bleed thing in the first area.
Oh,
And
dude, you can
because the
Hunter
hunter
can
was
solo that.
yeah, but he was like standing far enough where he was getting hit by everyone, but he wasn't doing anything about it. So he just like kept getting the bleeds repeatedly. I'm like,
Jeez.
oh no. But
You
yeah,
can
like
at
shit like
least
that. You could put the
do
trap, like
yeah,
the
you can do
binding
three
shot. You could
rounds,
outrun
no
it.
problem.
Yeah.
You can do the binding shot, the frost trap with a feign death,
Hmm.
turtle. Some of them like you're not going to need it for something else there if all the kicks and stuns are going out properly and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Hunter's got a lot of stuff. They're getting new. I know you said you hadn't really played beta at all,
Mm.
but I'm sure you heard like the
Dude,
gist. Like
people
they're
won't
getting.
stop fucking talking about it. Yeah, I've heard. All these fucking hunter mains coming out
Yeah.
talking all this hunter shit. Like, fuck, dude, I get it. I get
So
it.
funny. The extra wall. The feign
Yeah,
death clearing poison is actually kind of
that's
cool.
nice. That is
It's
nice.
it's like I'm glad that they have a way to clear poison, but it's also weird to have it with feign death. But I guess that's
Right?
fine.
Well,
I
before
don't
they used
know.
to have like the feign death shield, right? Like a while ago. That was like a
Oh, it was
quite
a
a while
shield, or was
ago.
it like it was like a 10% DR too at one point maybe?
Yeah. There's a
There,
couple
yeah,
things with it.
they've always kind of layered defensives in there, I guess.
I'm not too sure how I feel about the survival of the fittest one getting fixed or whatever. Like they're breaking it into two, but they're
Mm-hmm.
making the like the damage percentage like less. So instead of the 40%
Hmm.
hit, it's going to be 30% hits, which is still really good. But like once you get to a certain level of keys,
Oh,
like
I'm,
in a
I'm sorry.
no
You're
could
saying two charges of 30%
two
DR?
charges, yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
so instead of
instead
the
of
single
40.
one, yeah, instead of the
Yeah.
single charge, you get the two different ones, which is great. But like doing like 17s and 18s and stuff in Tyran, like on
Yeah.
in Nokid on the third boss, I already have to use my bear, which gives me 20% extra health,
Mm-hmm.
and my turtle on top of that to be able to survive the one shot. So I think with the 30%, you're still gonna have to eventually like you're gonna have to double things up sooner than you would with the 40. So you're still gonna be using two
Mm-hmm.
buttons to clear the one thing that it used to. I don't know. It's either
Yeah.
way.
We'll
I
have to
don't.
see how it shakes out. But losing
Mm,
10%, like, yeah, that's not necessarily great. Another thing that I don't know if it's hero talent or if it's a regular talent, but there's one where like when you press exil, you get wall for a second, and when you wall, you
mm.
get like a shitty exil or something like
Okay, I
that.
did hear
I
something
forget.
about that. Yeah, I did hear something about that. I think it was like yeah, if you use your survival, then I think you get a bit of the call or something. I should be fucking looking at it, but I just want to play the game now.
Yeah, no, I mean,
uh,
it doesn't really matter like if you check it out now or you check it out when it comes out in the end.
mm,
It doesn't really matter. But other than it, like if I think if I was like pushing keys this season, I wouldn't really be fucking with beta too much. But because I'm
mm.
like not pushing, then it's like, oh, cool, beta's here.
Yeah, what
I'll
have you
mess
been
with
up to
beta.
this season, dude?
Just like chilling on beta,
Yeah.
streaming a little bit. I've been playing Age of Empires with my
Oh yeah.
husband. He loves
Fuck
Age of
yeah.
Empires, so we got a couple friends that play that too, so
Mm-hmm.
it's been fun. I'm just kind of, I play like a good amount, but just not like dedicated to one tune or whatever. I think I have like my AUG is like 32 something, and my Druid and Priest are like 31 something or whatever. I've done like a 16, I think is my highest, but I don't know. I haven't really tried to go much higher.
Dude, Mac would love you on your AUG, man. We don't take AUGs, and he hates it. I won't do hauls with him anymore. I refuse to do fucking hauls. Yeah.
Why? What does he do?
Well, because he needs an AUG as a priest. Like, a priest can heal it, but they need that extra support. Like, for the third boss in hauls, we just melt.
Like just the actual throughput. Gotcha.
Yeah, I refuse. No priests. No priests in there.
Damn. Yeah. That's a hard boss. I kind of like that boss. I'm glad that like not every dungeon has one like that, but I kind of like it when there's 1 or 2 per season that's like, all right, guys, this is up to your healer. And I mean, press your defensives in a smart way, obviously, but it's like mostly just like, hey, man, can your healer blast? And
you don't have to do much. You're barely
deep into
dodging.
The key as well. Yeah, there's not much to you kind of just like, do you want me to innervate you? Like, I don't know. You just kind of like try to help him out as much as you can. Another thing with that boss is that Zephyr doesn't work on that thing because it's...
That's what I heard. I heard that.
Yeah, it's a debuff, not an AoE. So, like, you can press it for movement speed if you're running between, like, shards or whatever. That's really the only use for it.
Turtle, too. Turtle doesn't help.
Right, because it's a debuff that you already have. It's like a 25% DR instead of an immune. Yeah. That's weird.
It's stupid, but it is what it is.
Damn, right? That's so sad. If you ever turtle in that fight, that's got to be so sad. You're like, I'm just doing no damage for like a shitty wall. You run
for
ward?
Like hardly anything. Yeah, I run ward every key. I've been running ward for like weeks ward. Now. Oh, I don't. Ward stays on in bed. Yeah. I'm not taking it off.
Dude, ward is so good. I was playing Boomy and like, I don't know, like a 14 or whatever, just randomly, and I have like my full healer set, so I'm like, I'll just play ward, whatever. And it was so nice. I was throwing it on the tank on pole randomly if I knew I didn't need it.
Fuck like, that. No, I use it on me. That's my
put it on your pets so they don't die to aggro.
Dude, I fucking might. It's just so bad.
It's a juicy shield, man. It's like
it's so good. And every minute, I was using the choker of shielding. I was using the choker of shielding, but
that's like
I took it off now. That was what I was using before instead of ward because I'm like, well, I want to keep the 2 DPS trinkets, blah blah blah. No.
Is that an embellishment, the shielding thing?
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So I sacrificed one of the blue linens, which I shouldn't have done, but a few things I would have done differently, gearing and bullion wise, starting out this season.
That's interesting. Because you're like on the... I should have looked what your ranking is. I remember you were like number 2.
Did we fall off? Fucking look at it, dude. Why would you bring that up?
Sorry. Well, my point is...
Damn it.
Like, who do you have someone that you go to for like, okay, I'm in a 17 Uldaman. Like, whose VOD do you look at? Like, because there's not a ton of BM hunters like doing your key level. Like, do you just use that website from Ordimus? I forget.
I'll look at websites and stuff like that, and I'll see what kind of talents the top people are kind of running and stuff. I like watching Banchers a lot.
Yeah, he's good.
But he was playing like marksman a lot, so it didn't help me out any for that bit. But yeah, I don't watch really any other hunters besides him for the most part. I don't want to. I like doing my thing.
That's cool. Yeah, that's chill.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide which question I want to go with. So one of the things I did want to talk about was the music that you have on stream. I always love the music that... Do you not pick it? You just have like a random...
I've got a good Spotify playlist.
Okay.
That I'll listen to.
It's always songs that I forgot how much I liked them. I'm like, oh my god, this is a jam from like when I don't know. It's like a nice collection that you got there. And it's like the same tunes. I hear them over the years or month or whatever. And I'm like, oh, cool. It's like a nice vibe you got.
It's like a 2000s alternative like list, like song list, and it's got like over like 1,000 songs that like, or no, I might be over exaggerating. 1,000 songs, but it's kind of funny because like the average age of a WoW player is 35, and like that music and stuff, that's like what a lot of people like 30 like plus kind of thing like grew up during. Like
Yeah,
it
that
was
makes sense.
popular at the time when they were a bit older, so they can still really, really enjoy it. So I think that has a connection with why a lot of the people do really what the fuck?
Sorry, I'm trying to fix this thing. Yo, you know what I got recently? For my back window. I live on the second floor, so I have this like back window thing. Like, I don't know, whatever. It's like a lot of windows. So I put a bird feeder out there, but no birds are coming to my fucking feeder for the longest time.
Did you put feed in the bird feeder?
Yeah, yes, I did. So what I did is I took some of the seeds and I like threw it on the roof so that they would kind of like, because they hang out there sometimes, but I want them to like know that this is like a chill spot. And then yesterday,
sprinkle some weed out there for them.
Exactly. They're playing some like margs. Some nice music or whatever.
Have a little umbrella. Yo, this is a chill place.
It's a chill spot, birds. Bro.
That's the
it's got good reviews, you know. Put a bunch. I'll like hire some birds to hang out and like look like they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
But no, I had my first visitor out there yesterday. I was so excited. To hang out. Some paid actors, you know. It's a good strat.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
But yeah, I love my bird feeder.
And now, you said it's working now? Your bird feeder's working now?
I had my first one land on it. So they're falling for the bait that I throw, but they're not like landing on the bird feeder. But I think we're making
once
progress.
You start throwing the bait, they're going to go there and they're going to go looking for it.
They're going to hang out and one of them's going to be like, oh, fuck. There's so much seeds over here. And then I was trying to think like the psychology of like a bird feeder. Like, do the birds think that they found someone else's stash and they're like robbing a bird so they feel like assholes after? Or are they just like, hey, there's some seeds? Because like, why would there just be, imagine you're walking down the street and there's like 100 bags of Chipotle, like exactly the one that you wanted. Wouldn't that be suspicious? Oh, fuck.
It's pretty good.
Chipotle's or like a bunch of like moose or like whatever kind of people.
Just bags of moose. What?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, I'd take it. No, I'd leave it. I'd leave it. You don't pick up moose off the street. You don't know where they've been.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So good. I had other questions. So you've always lived in Canada?
Yeah.
And if I ask anything that you're like, I don't want to talk about this, it's fine. I'll just edit it out.
Okay.
But no worries. I'm only going on stuff I've heard you say like on stream. So
yeah,
that's fine. But
do you want my SIN? Let me get my wallet. Social insurance number.
Oh, yeah, please, absolutely. It's actually required for this thing. I've never been to Canada.
It's
but
awesome.
I imagine it's cold. It's cool.
It's awesome.
Is it like America but chilled out?
Ontario. Like I live in Alberta now, but I grew up in Ontario and I moved out here a few years ago. During COVID, like kind of near getting closer to the ass end of it kind of thing. But I've always loved Canada. Like Alberta's great. People are friendly out here, which is really nice. Because I work at a restaurant too. So I waitress and it's just so much nicer.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, my friend Christian, or Booger McNuggets from Twitch channel is up there. So.
Yeah, fucking Booger.
Because your neighbors. Where do you think your taste in music comes from? Did you have like when you were growing up, did people
I didn't have an emo phase.
No?
If that's what you're wondering.
No, I'm just curious.
I don't know. Yeah, just listening to stuff on the radio. Honestly, like I really enjoy the music and stuff that I listen to. But I'm not one of those people. Like I usually, if I'm not streaming, I don't listen to music. If I'm playing games and stuff like that, I don't need it. I don't listen to it. But for stream, it's really enjoyable, and I do really get into it, and it's nice. But when I'm just hanging out and stuff, it's not a. I'm not like music is my life. I thrive off lyrics and stuff like that. Like I don't.
Gotcha.
I'm not that person. That's.
I'm like obsessed with music. So I always ask. I love music so much.
Yeah.
My 2 tattoos are both like music album art kind of things. And speaking of it, you have a Horde tattoo.
I do.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's always so impressed. Whenever I raid you, my friends would be like, wait, she has a Horde tattoo? Who is this girl? She's so cool. And they'll be like, wait, did she just click interrupt? Hold on.
You know, actually, Narnar, I don't know if you know this or not.
What?
But in
You keep on
Freehold, do you
interrupt?
remember in Freehold?
Oh no, not
Uh,
this. Let her rip.
there there is this pet. Actually, it's the um it's the cunning pet, and it does like a freedom kind of thing, so you can actually like get the barrels off of this pet. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Wow,
I know that
no
you didn't
way.
believe
Without
it
a
when I
paladin.
first brought it up to you. I know you didn't believe it. You
I
couldn't
know.
fucking fathom it. But
This is me and Heather's running gag. Is that I tried to tell her about the freedom pet and she didn't want to know.
yeah.
That someone else told her and she was like,
It was
"Oh, do you guys know about
Max.
this pet?"
It was Max. And
Max.
I'm like, no, but I'll try it.
Yes, sir. Anything for liquid Max.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I'll do it though. I'll give it a try.
Yes, raid leader.
It worked out great. It worked out great.
Funny.
I don't know if you knew that.
Oh yeah, so what's the story with you have your trusty blue raptor named Retep?
Retap.
Retap?
So I don't know. So Retap, it's just the spawn that you can get in Orgrimmar. So you just sit there and you camp it out and like you click I don't remember how you do it. You can Google it easy though. I forget what the name of him actually is, but the name comes from there's an episode of Family Guy and there's a little skit and he's like waving his hand out the car window and his hand gets fucking cut off by a sign, right? So and then his daughter's screaming in the car. He's like, "Oh no, it's fine. Like I regenerate like a lizard," and he grows a new hand, and then it spans out to his hand that got knocked off. And it grows a whole body, and he goes and he's like, "My name is Retep, and I'm evil." It's just like the evil.
I vaguely remember
Peter.
this.
So it's like I just got the name Retep, and I love it. And
That's good.
People hate I think it was just more so poking fun at me, but in the old the guild that I started raiding in, in BFA. They used to give me a hard time about Retep all the time, but I think it's more so just poking fun of me. But then he just kind of became a meme, and
it's cool. I know you always got him on your stream, the little icon in the corner. So I wondered if it was something special. It's cool.
Oh, it's my pet. I'm a hunter. I need him up there. You know.
Do you have any other do you have backup pets that you also hold dear, or is it just a Retep main?
No, I didn't start with that. I started with my main one was always this fox, just because I really liked how it looked. But then I swapped. Yeah. Well, that was irrelevant to me when I got it at the time. I just wanted to be a hunter with a fox. Cool, they're so cute. They're
especially because you play Blood Elf too. So the Blood Elf fox is like a nimble duo.
Yeah, no, cool. They're pretty neat. I like so cool.
I like the ones. You get them from Darkshore. They're like the white snow leopards, but they're half invisible, like ghosts all the time. And you have to click on these little relics in Darkshore and spawn. It's like a whole thing. But
I don't know if I've.
They're cute.
I'd probably know it to see it that I've seen. Oh yeah, because you've got a Hunter alt, right?
Yeah, I haven't been playing it this season really though.
Have you been looking at it at all for next?
I did 2 or 3 BM Hunter keys. And I tried the pack leader one twice, and then I tried the Black Arrow one, and I didn't really feel strongly about either. But I didn't really dive into it enough.
Okay, I think
just a couple of keys real quick.
I keep hearing survival. People keep coming into my fucking chat, and they're like, "Oh, the fucking survivals are coming. It's gonna be Shadowlands all over again, and all this shit." I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, survival was blasting a lot. So beta's weird because it's not it's if something's doing really well, it's almost not good for that spec. Because Arcane Mage is doing way more than everyone else. And I think they just got nerfed. I didn't read all the things today, but I would assume Arcane's getting nerfed. I would assume.
Well, in the first few weeks and stuff too, right? They'll be nerfing
definitely
stuff,
then, but
stuff.
Also, just on beta in general, there's usually outliers, or there's something to do with the key level scaling. Where I remember Windwalker Monk looked really good in Dragonflight Season 1. I think it was good, but it was doing so much damage in every key that I did on beta, and we're all like, "Yo, Windwalker's crazy." And then it turns out that they're just really good at blowing shit up quick with the Touch of Death AOE or whatever. I don't remember, but it was something to do with they were looking better than they were gonna be. So I don't. I don't know. I don't really go by like numbers too much.
Yeah.
I've been playing Resto Shaman, Ellie Shaman, Guardian Druid.
Oh, Resto Shamans are excited.
Resto Shaman is cool.
Yeah, they're super excited. I keep seeing that around, and like a girlfriend of mine, Bexy, just wants to play her fucking Shaman next season.
Yeah, it's to the point where like I don't want to play it on live because when I play it on beta, it's like, oh, this is awesome, and then I play it on live and it feels kind of dumb now. So I'm not really playing it on live, but it's cool. I don't know exactly what they did, but I feel like I have all the talent points that I need for what I want out of the class tree. So I have like the poison cleansing totem, the tremor totem. Like, do you remember in Mists of Tyranna Scythe? Do you remember that dungeon? Or did you play Shadowlands?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. The first boss does like a fear,
Mm.
so you could tremor totem the fear, and then there's another spell that resets tremor totem. So you could potentially, if you plan it right, I think you could do every fear with the tremor. So like, I don't know, there's a lot of cool.
Did it have to do like with the faction that it was with or whatever, like the like faction? Necro and shit like that, like?
No. Well, Miss has stuff like that. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
for like
you
the reset thing, like was that like
used
an
to have to be
from
Night Fae.
Night Fae, okay.
But now they changed it, so it's actually just druids, night elves, herbalists, Tauren, or something. It's like they kind of spread out like who's able to click it. But when you're doing that key, you are gonna want like one of those things to open the little gate when you start and to unlock the spawn points.
Oh, okay.
But anyone could just pick up herbalism, so it's not like, the end of the world.
Yeah, I think it was the same before druid. To unlock the spawn points in there. You had to go up and like it was like a little cast timer, right?
Yeah, there's like a little seed you gotta like click on. So that's still there, but I don't think it'll be a big deal. I think most people will be able to do it. They did change a lot of the trash in that dungeon, though.
Didn't they add abilities too?
Yeah, they made it like harder for sure.
Well, good. Good. That'll be more fun to do then.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be good for you actually, because there's I think you could still pull through the walls with pets.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So Hunter's good in there, and I know there's a mob that needs like an instant purge if a cast goes off. I don't know, but I'm not an expert on the beta stuff, so I won't talk too much about it. So what do you normally keep on your desk? I'm just going all over the place with my questions.
On my desk?
Yeah.
I've got a shit ton of cards lying around because I have a redeem to open up a pack of Pokemon cards. And yeah, I just get them from the Buckstore pack. But I have like cards over here. I've got fucking cards under here. Like it's just it's a mess. Oh it's God. A mess. There's cards up here. Like I just got shit going on. I've got some makeup shit over here. That holds some of my weed shit. I got a cute little Murloc that I got Murloc. At a
He's like a knitted?
fan expo thing. Yeah,
that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, little Pachmari. Oh, yeah,
I love that.
Well, I got my 8-ball.
Yeah, it's the Gen Z 8-ball.
Bad.
It's one of your redeems.
It doesn't even answer half the fucking questions. It just goes like LOL and shit like that. No, it's just awful.
It just says cringe whenever you ask it something.
Shit like it does have cringe in here. It
no
does.
Way.
Yeah, it does. And it has like yes.
Does it say not like right that. Now? I'm anxious. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Taking a personal day.
Yeah. Exactly. Leave.
It's just
like you shake it. It just says my social battery is drained. Do you have any kind of pre-stream ritual, like when you're getting ready for your stream, like you come home from work or whatever? Do you have like any kind of warm-up thing you do?
Yeah, so typically I'll just like get home. I will shower after work and then do the whole shebang. I'll put on repeat YouTube videos in the background.
Okay.
And it's just like fucking kitchen nightmares. I've been watching a lot of murder stuff lately.
What is it with the murder stuff? Why is everyone? I'm not like I've never gotten into it, but I've never tried it. But
I've never tried. Yeah,
Well,
I don't
obviously.
recommend. I don't recommend trying the murder. Um, but
True. Fair enough.
but I don't know what it is. It's just interesting. I just mostly tune it out. I'll have like streams up and stuff too, and
Hmm.
I'll lurk between a few people. I'll just go between a few in the afternoon. Sometimes I'll
That's
say
cool.
hi. Half the time I won't because I don't want to. I don't have time to chat.
Yeah, I do that. So I'll like lurk at people's streams, and then I'm like, they
Mm,
don't even know that I've like. Not that they need to know I've been here for a while,
mm.
but like I'll watch your stream and like I'm doing something else in the back for like an hour or whatever, and then I'll be like, hey, good evening. I'm a lurker. I'm the
Yeah, no,
same.
I enjoy the lurking.
Hmm.
You don't, and I appreciate it when people fucking lurk me, but I love it when people come and say hi.
Yeah, yeah. I always go in and I change your details name with the
Yeah, I
redeem.
know. I don't even see it
Mac
half the
Mac
time, and you're
TV.
like long gone, and I'm like, oh fuck, I already know what it is. I don't have to
Oh, I
ask
popped
anyways.
in. I popped in yesterday, but you were like
Mm.
giga focused. You had the chat hidden. Mac was
Oh
like
yeah,
she has chat hidden, but you guys were doing an old. I think
was
you're
it?
getting
We got a
crushed by the
17
snake
Alderman
boss or
yesterday.
something. Oh, you did. Okay,
We did. We
good.
timed it too, which was really
That might have
nice.
been the one
We
I
got
saw
fucking
a minute
crushed
of.
by the snake boss. Like
Yeah,
literally, the ticks from the third boss was like not over 900K.
I tuned
It
in and
just
you
did
were
not
dead on
keep
the
up.
floor
Yeah.
in the old, and you guys didn't have an AUG, and I was like,
Mm.
oh no.
Yep, yep. I died another time on that boss too, and then the priest
Mm.
did as well. And then they got it though,
That
and
boss is
we got
insane.
the bleed. You just need to be a dwarf.
Yeah,
Like,
you need like dwarfs, cots,
mm,
whatever. Bop is nice in there.
mm,
Paladin's good because they can bubble one, bop one, and they can sack other people, and they have
mm.
hands, so you can like hand someone right before like the stomp goes off or whatever. Like some good utility in there. That's a
Yeah,
very fun, maybe not fun, but it's like a good AUG fight because you really feel like you're making different. Like when someone doesn't have any defensives and you like insta dispel their bleed that would otherwise kill them, it's like pretty
that is
rewarding.
kind of nice, but I
It
don't run
is.
with them ever. I like devokers. I'll run with the
Devs are
devoker
cool.
all
Yeah.
day. Yeah, I'll run with the dev all day. I think
Huh.
they're cool as shit, and they do so much damage,
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool. Dev
and
is
they
looking pretty
lust for
sick for
you.
that's true. Anything for the lust.
Right.
You're like, I really love elemental shamans for some reason. I
Yes.
just there's something cool about earthquake. Yeah, Dev looks cool for War Within as well.
Yeah.
They've got a few cool things going. Like, their little ice beam that they shoot out, their
Mm.
single target spender, it's like a little ice beam. There's something that makes that hit like 3 or 4 targets now. Like you
Oh
can like
shit.
empower it and then you just shoot
Oh,
like
okay.
lasers out of your face. It looks really sick.
All right. That's kind of
Um
cool.
so that should be fun. Another question is fanboy or fangirl moment. Who made you nervous to play with or talk to, and does that still happen with anyone? Have you like plugged into a key with, or I guess you said you did one with Max that one time,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
that was a bit
anything like
nerve
that?
wracking because that was when that wasn't like too long into when I first started like streaming WoW.
Mm-hmm.
I think like that. I don't. So I used to stream like Dead by Daylight, and it was only
Okay.
like maybe once or twice a week. Like I wasn't very consistent with it, but then I started playing WoW, and then a boy hurt my feelings, and then I got really into streaming WoW, and then like just been consistently doing that. But fangirl, fanboy moments, um, I don't know because half the time because I wasn't too big into the WoW and plussing, so I didn't know a lot of the people that I was playing with,
Oh,
like who
sure.
they actually were,
Right, right,
like
right.
most of the time. But the
Yeah,
maxing
I
was definitely
remember
nerve wracking for
I
me.
tuned into your stream one time and you were doing a key with Yoda's rogue. And everyone was
Yeah,
like, "Yo,
yeah,
is that Yoda?" And you're like, "I don't know. It's some rogue named like
yeah.
Yoda R or whatever." And we're all like, "I think that's Yoda, dude. Hold on."
Yeah, yeah, no, I love Yoda. He's actually like one of the only. There's a few big hears that I'll watch, and he's one
Mm-hmm.
of the ones I really enjoy.
Yeah, he's
Um,
crazy. He's really good.
yeah, I first played with him in Underrot, I think, and I didn't know
Hmm.
who he was. Yeah, but
I
now
think you snuck
now
me
I.
into one key with his blood decay on my priest
Mm.
one time. We like insta depleted a rise, and then I just fucked out. I was like, "I had to go." Like, nah.
Depletes happen. It happens to
Yeah,
everybody. It sucks,
for
but
sure.
yeah.
That's fun though.
Hmm.
So when did so you said you kind of you were streaming and then you like kind of doubled down on streaming and like been
Yeah,
going a lot
yeah.
harder recently.
Just playing a lot more, and then like, why not be
Mm-hmm.
streaming it, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too, where I'm like, I don't know if I feel like streaming, and then I'm like
Mm.
playing, and it's kind of dumb because I could just turn on stream and then it's
Well,
more
and at
fun.
least you have your fucking bear up. I have to do a whole thing. I have to do a
I know.
whole fucking thing before I start.
I know. I was talking to my husband, and I'm like, oh, I probably got to go soon because Heather's like almost home, and then we're gonna do the thing, and he's like, I don't know if I think she might have to get ready. Like, it might be a while. I'm like, no, I don't think it'll be soon.
No. Nope.
And then I'm like, oh, maybe she does have to get ready.
I had to do 3 stops afterward. I had to go out, get ready. Yeah, whole thing.
You got to pick up some weed, go feed the birds on the roof, run all the errands.
I at least got birds at my feeder. They know my places too.
Oh shit! So. Damn, you gotta tell them like, yo, if you're ever
you start putting up posters outside.
Little advertisements.
Yeah,
that's cool. Do you enjoy other aspects of the game like mount collecting or any kind of like appearance farming or pets or like any other kind of thing other than M+?
Originally, I was a raider. So I used to really, really enjoy raiding. And then this past expansion, I started doing more keys and then focusing more on that aspect. I just find M+ just so fucking fun. I don't know. It gets frustrating, but I would do it all fucking day. I don't have interest in collecting shit. If there's something super duper cute, like I might go and do it. But if I'm not going to use it, I don't really care. Like I got 1 CE and it was Nazoth, so it was like the fucking LFR of CEs, really. But I got the mount and I just rolled it off to like I'm not going to use it, and if it makes someone else happy kind of thing.
Yeah, I used to do that
I'll
too.
Just give it. Yeah.
You remember in Dawn of the Infinite? Yeah. There was one that would drop that token for a mount.
Yeah.
And everyone would always be like, "Oh my god, grats." And I'm like, "You guys want to roll for it?" Like I don't know. I don't really like
nonsense.
Mounts.
You don't know that's nonsense. I don't agree with you there. I'm all for like, you're a man, but
I have like 3 mounts that I like, and then I play Druid a lot too. So I go deer form most of the time. And then I have 1 mount that my number 1 hater Zumba bought for me, so I use that on most of my tunes. So I don't really need the other ones. And then I have a Tal book from the Burning Crusade. That's my favorite.
Okay.
But I don't use it too much. But yeah, I'm the same. I don't really like do any other activity. Like whenever there's a quest, like when a new zone comes out, and everyone's like, you got to unlock this and do these quests or whatever. Like I'm always a week behind on the sparks. Yeah. So I'm like, it's fine. I mean, that's kind of bad, but like if I'm not pushing, like if I'm not doing like super high, like if I have like a group and we're all like, all right, we're going to try really hard and we're going to like do the hardest keys we can. Like that's cool. Like I'll do the extra shit, but like I didn't even get the Evoker Lego. Because I don't raid.
Oh, no
I'm
way.
I'm not gonna
oh
raid.
Shit, that's surprising. But it's huge in keys. See, I think
I think it's like 1% damage. Like,
oh, really?
It's not a big deal.
Oh,
that's something I say to make people less angry. Actually, I don't know if it's true.
Think about it in like Brackenheight though. Like on the totem and shit. Just
no, that's not the Lego. That's the staff. The legendary for dragon is like a passive stat increase for the group, kind of. It's like it's not that
1% for everybody. You fucking jerk. You fucking asshole.
Dude, I was like, I'm not fucking. I don't raid. Like literally, I was playing on. It was like the one time I was like pushing keys when I was playing with like Meeks in that squad, and they realized I didn't have the legendary, and they were like, "Oh, but you're like doing everything you can, right? So like you'll get it eventually."
You're like doing everything you can, right?
And I was silent for like 5 to 10 seconds, and I was like, I've never killed that boss. Like I don't know. I don't even know what to do. And then they threw together. Someone had a lockout with like just the last boss on heroic or whatever, and they ran me through, and I got like AOTC from this random kill, and they're all just like, "Wait, what?" Because I don't know. I don't raid, and people like don't realize that sometimes.
There's no interest in it. I'll probably raid now for the sake of M+ because I just enjoy M+ so much more.
Yeah, I think I'm not. It's not like I'll never do it. It's just I haven't. I raided a while ago in like BFA and a little in Shadowlands, and I think I was just with like a very casual group or whatever, so it's kind of frustrating. And then I just was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just do keys," because I don't like the idea really of, I don't know, like I play WoW like all the fucking time, but I don't like the idea of like having an appointment where like
Mm.
if I'm not here every Tuesday at 9 p.m., like
Well, what
people
else are
will
you
be
doing
disappointed.
Tuesday at 9
I don't
p.m.?
know, maybe taking a nap, watch a movie with my husband or something.
Mm.
I'm usually just playing WoW, like it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
But I don't like the forced thing, if that
I
makes
used
sense.
to raid lead.
Oh my
Um,
god.
yeah, I used to be a raid leader for AOTC group. I did mythic
Hell yeah.
raiding with a guild, but then I would raid lead this other group.
Mhm.
It's actually cute how I got into that group and like that role. So it was actually the first group that ever took me for raiding.
Okay.
Like the first one that ever accepted me, and they were so nice, and I didn't have details. I didn't have like anything. I didn't know what the fuck the game really
Yeah.
was, and just pressing nonsense and shit. I had Stampede on for talents for some
Stampede.
fucking reason. Yeah, it just throws a bunch of
Oh
animals out.
yes.
It's just like keep throwing
It's very
animals
thematic. It
out.
looks sick, I bet.
But yeah, so I started raiding with them, and then slowly like started getting better and like plugging into other groups, got into the Mythic Guild, and then the one guy wanted to go, so then I took over, and then we weren't getting like the AOTC before, and then we started getting it when I was raid leading it. Like guildies would come help and stuff like that.
Oh,
But it was super great. I did that for a while. Yeah, and I just actually stopped this expansion to focus more on M plus and stuff like that.
that's cool.
So
That's a fun time. I
yeah.
would say like I did have a lot of fun. The times that I did have fun raiding in BFA, like heroic and stuff, it was a blast for sure.
Hmm.
So I don't know, maybe one day I'll return to it. But I think if I raided, I would have to be like, I would have to join like a mythic. I don't know, like try to clear
Hmm.
mythic or something.
Like a CE group to
But it would
start
be kind of,
shit.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like
Like,
I'm not interested enough where I want to like go parse on heroic and then like link
mhm.
someone my VOD or whatever. Like I don't know. One day, or hopefully someone I do keys with will just be like, "Yo, do you want to raid? We need a dev or
Yeah.
whatever." I don't even know what would I raid on. Like, I don't want to
Um,
raid heal. I don't want to tank.
DPS is just such a blast in
I
there.
could play Boomy and raid maybe.
Mm.
Boomy's fun.
It definitely can be fun raiding. I used to main raid and then just yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just more interested now in other stuff.
That's cool.
Hmm.
Um, I lost my place in my list. Hold on. Okay. In an alternate universe, if DM didn't hear me out, hear me out.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
Wait, no, my next question. Given the nuclear climate in today's if in an alternate universe, if BM didn't exist, is there any spec that you think you would have ended up playing, or have you ever like played an alt and kind of
So
dug a spec?
so I started to when I started playing, I was a mage because of most of it was my first computer game, and I
Mm,
wanted to play WoW for years and just didn't have a computer for it. So my ex got me a computer just to play World of Warcraft.
nice.
And but before that I was growing up on console, and like in all the games like Fable, Skyrim, I would be playing like caster and mage classes. So I started on a mage and I was fire
Mm,
mage. Um but in BFA I had a couple alts. I had a rogue and a windwalker. And
oh, okay.
I didn't do too much with them. I couldn't do casting, dude. I can't do
Mm-hmm.
casting. Um I was thinking if I don't enjoy BM, people are saying like BM's just gonna be such dog shit. And if it's so bad that I just don't have fun on it anymore and I'm gonna swap, like I'd want to try Feral maybe. I think that'd
Oh
be fun.
shit.
Just a little, you know,
Yeah, Farrell's cool.
that'd be
Well,
pretty
that's
fun.
my only other guest I've had so far was Miss Marvel. She's like the,
Mm,
if you ever need Farrell advice, I would go to her.
yeah, shit.
She's cool. She's always blasting whenever we do
Hmm.
keys. Always on Farrell too. It's cool, but you're kind of the same way where it's like you play the spec and you're good at the spec and you're like, I don't really care if it's
Yeah, no,
not
I
like
just
the
love it.
best. I'm just gonna play it, you know.
And
And
I've
BM's
only
like such a
started to get better
cool.
at it now, like
Yeah.
fully optimizing my shit, which people catch on a lot sooner.
What do you, as far as like utility stuff or like
And
keeping
like
buffs
fading
or?
and
Oh, sure.
defensives and like using your stuff a little nicer and
Mm-hmm.
surviving rather than fucking just blasting.
Yeah,
You
I've
know,
noticed
it's
over the, is it years? How long is Dragonflight out? Not years, but year or
Feels
whatever.
like.
However long I've known you and watched your streams, your UI's kind of evolved like a little bit. You
Slowly.
Start tracking different things. I mean, most DPS don't track shit, and especially if you don't have like off healing or dispels, like you don't really need your party frames too big or anything going on. So it's not like, I don't know, it's not weird that you're not like running some complicated UI, but was there moments where you're like, oh, I need to track this, or like having a kick tracker helped you or anything, or like how did that
it is nice to know, but I still don't look half like we're still fucking overlapping kicks, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we have it or not. We're still overlapping the fucking kicks. There's this one weak aura that I don't even want to play without it. It's that fucking spells targeting me.
Yeah,
it's that whistle one. Yeah. I don't even want to play without it. It is so fucking good.
It's so fucking annoying. Like the sound is so annoying, but like playing without it. It's actually crazy that it's not like part of the UI to like alert you that something. Hey, you're targeted by 3 different bolts. Like you need to meld, feign, turtle, or get the fuck out of there. Something.
We hope you're watching the cast bar for your name right now. Like,
the craziest part was with that week where I think was in Waycrest Manor. If you do like a big pull in the courtyard and then someone stuns and all the spits target you at the same time, you'll have like 5 of those icons like
but you have like 0.5 seconds to do something about it in there. It was way less time.
The fastest shadow meld.
Fucking scary. Yeah. So scary.
That's a good weak core though, for sure. Do you use any kind of like, because when I play BM, I have this bar that like, it's like the barb shot tracker frenzy thing.
Yeah, I've got one, and I've got one for my beast cleave. Yeah, it's just like a little bar. It just kind of is like, hey, refresh it before it goes out, kind of thing. And then I've got the my little beast cleave thing that just has like a little timer and goes around.
That's good. Something I do love about like the newer style of BM is that 2-minute cooldown that gives you beast cleave for the duration is so nice.
Yeah. I love having a 2-minute. Like it's nice to be able to pick when to blast instead of before like having nothing.
Yeah, BM was always just like steady damage across the board, which is cool, but it's nice to have the cooldown as well. And they do good damage outside of the CDs too.
Yeah, we do alright.
Not like
because we still have like that 45-second, like you can line it like you matched up with your
the death chakra
thing, which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that spell's weird. I've never loved pressing it, but you just kind of like send it when you have damage on, kind of. I guess that's cool. I don't know what this means, so maybe we'll edit it out. Someone from Discord ask her if she's ever successfully done a backflip. Is that like relevant to anything, or is it just
what the
yeah?
No.
I would assume.
Oh, someone was just talking about No, I gotta say,
is this from something?
No, I don't. I feel like we were just talking about backflips. Like, when did they ask this?
I pinged people in my Discord today, so it could have been something from stream yesterday.
Backflips yesterday, yeah.
Okay, it might have been Cliff. I don't know if his Twitch name is Cliff or not, but Cliff asked me to ask you. So. I didn't know if there's some lore there or what that meant, but
yeah, we were talking about it last night. I think it was doing backflips. Okay.
I've never done a backflip. I
have not. I can do flip, like front flips.
Really?
On like not okay, let me
if you say on a trampoline, no.
that counts, or like into the water where it's not scary if it doesn't go well.
Yeah, and I weigh a lot less on the moon too. Yeah,
dude, fucking yeah, no fucking way I'm doing front flips.
Yeah, I haven't done any flips either. I don't know.
I don't even know if I haven't been on a trampoline, and I don't know how long. That's a lie. I've been on a trampoline recently.
Really? Do you guys have those places in Canada where there's like, it's like a trampoline park, but like for adults?
We do, yeah.
Oh shit. I've never been to one, but I've always thought it would be like a cool time.
No, I did. It was just at a play place with a girl I nanny. So it was just one of those. It wasn't like to a park, and I don't go out. Nar.
You're like, is that BM Hunter? Why is she doing backflips in the middle of the mall? That's funny. Some favorite things about playing BM.
Just the freedom of it.
The freedom
honestly,
of it.
Like you can just
being able to hit spacebar like all the time and do whatever you want.
Jump like a fucking monkey.
Yeah.
I find that I've been little bit more helpful and stuff with using the utility that I do have, as little as it is, like your traps and stuff like that. And that's it. But
Yeah,
it's
it's a
just
unique
free, like,
spec.
yeah, just being able to run around, and it's an easier one, so I'm able to enjoy it when I'm doing like higher keys and stuff. Like, lately I've been taking my chat down to not bother with it and stuff like that, but like in more comfortable keys, it's
That's
just
cool. That's
really
like
nice to be
the
able to rotate and
hardcore.
chat, and
Turning your
like
chat
it's
off is like, Crocs. They have that little band. It's like
sports
when you
mode.
activate sports mode. Yeah, it's when you turn your chat off.
Mm.
Do you like? I don't know. So there's different types of players, but I know a lot of people that like don't want to play their spec if it's the hot spec. Like, do you care if your spec's meta at all? Like, if your spec was OP, would you be happy, or do you kind of
I
like
don't
that it's
want it
more
to
like
be
niche?
OP because
Right.
everyone comes and molests your class. Like, they don't
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
respect it. And
It's
it's
an
just like, shit,
abomination.
man. It's all the fucking, and they're just good players. They're just good players. They're naturally
Yeah.
better. And whatever they touch turns to fucking gold. And I
Yeah.
mean,
I feel
I don't
that.
want it to be meta. I'm already like, people want to play Hunter. Like, fuck. But I'll still be sticking it to BM.
Maybe Og will be out of style one day, and I'll get to enjoy
I
that.
don't
I
know.
don't know.
I keep seeing stuff about Og and how it's still going to be required for certain shit. And isn't
Yeah.
it fun though? Don't people have fun playing it?
It depends on the person. I have fun playing it with friends. Like, I like playing, especially with a healer that I know. Like, if I'm in Discord with the healer or the tank, or whatever, like, it's nice to coordinate stuff. It's kind of a really boring spec. Like, if all you're doing is like your basic rotation, it's really boring. But it's more about like understanding that, like, okay, the first pull of Uldaman, like the tank got chomped, and it's like I could caught him now, but he might get 2 more stacks of chomp, and
Oh
then he's gonna
yeah.
have 3, and he's gonna die. So maybe I hold the caught, and instead I
Oh.
typhoon these things away. So it's more like, how are you playing the dungeon to like smooth, like it's just like smoothing everything out for everyone. And then, oh, there's this huge AoE, we don't have defensives, I'm gonna Zephyr one person, I'm gonna ward Heather, and I'm gonna rescue Mac. And it's just like, oh, okay, now we're alive, like shit like that. But if you're just pugging like a plus 10 key and no one's gonna get one shot by anything even
Yeah.
remotely close, and no one's, I don't know, no one's like lining up CD, it's kind of unrewarding. But I think when you're like really coordinated and like people are in danger, like it's a very fun spec. But it takes
People have to be in danger for me to have fun.
Yeah, you need a little thrill. But I don't know, because otherwise it's like I've done keys where I rescue people for an AoE, and it brings the group to like 60%, and they're like, why'd you do that? Like, why'd you give me that shield? Who cares? I'm like,
You're welcome.
yeah. Sometimes though, I will say, public service announcement, sometimes the AUG just needs a shield, and he's just using you to get a shield. Like, it's not always about you guys. Relax. I also try to not move people. Like, I try to look where they are and then put them down where they are instead of like moving them across
You
the
just
map.
stand up beside it.
yeah, it happens. Mac will tell you. He knows. He knows what I mean. Holy shit! It's like storming outside. It's so crazy. Okay. What is something that tanks or healers or even other DPS should know about your spec? Are there any buffs or CDs that they should track specifically? Do you like chain pulling? You don't need to read stealth. Are you target capped, bursty, rampy? Like, do you like 20 targets all at once, or do you want 10?
Yes.
10 or, yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yes. I want as big as you fucking can every 2 minutes.
Yeah. Every 2 minutes.
Every
True.
2 minutes, I'm uncapped. And like the PI, if like Augs and priests and shit wanna track Call of the Wild instead of just sending it. There's been so many keys where been in and they're like, okay, so PI the Hunter, like it doesn't matter when I do, and it's like, no, I still have 2
matters.
minutes,
Yeah,
man. Like, a lot of people don't realize that. They're like, they can just use it whenever, and it's like, no, it's still
little
okay,
things like
but it's
that
gonna
are
not
important.
be the same. Yeah. And I don't know, I feel like everyone like shits on Hunter's defensive, but there's a handful of things that we can do. Mind you, I use the ward now. So with like one external thing, I can live like a rotation of the majority of one shots in like 18s.
Right, because it's like you ward one, you wall one.
Yeah, you ward one, then you use like your survival. You do the mix of the two, and like it's like a minute cooldown. So as long as it's a minute between like the row of 3, like
that's cool.
That's
there's a lot
nice.
of mechanics that are like 1 minute. Like I think the third boss Vault Greywing is it? That does that AoE where she flies to the middle, you hide in the little circle. I think that's every 1 minute, so you should have ward for that. Because I know I can rescue every time.
Yeah.
And then it's like you mass barrier 1, use that for 2, you mass barrier 3 or whatever. So it's kind of like that rotation.
Yeah, no, you
is
can
cool. So having ward for every
that.
one of those is fucking sick. And then you feign the icy
the stomps
beam, right?
too on the first boss. Yeah, the icy
death. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You can feign.
True.
Dude,
that's
hunters
just
are really nice in there. Like for that, like for the bosses and stuff. That's like my 118 that I have for Tyran.
Ooh, and for the last boss too, being able to kill command the hardened crystal and like cleave all the other ones. That's probably you probably have like a good burst right there.
Yeah, with the call for the 2. As long as we hold for the third one and like less the second or whatever, then it's not so spooky.
That makes sense. What do you do for the defensives there? You just like wall plus ward 1, or no, maybe not.
So
because you can't turtle because you have to do damage.
For that one?
Yeah, for the last boss with the crystal.
Oh yeah, crystal. Like do that. The survival, just heal. I have a potion. I've got the bear.
That's cool.
But the ward, you can use like all the fucking.
Dude, I'm gonna miss ward so much. I don't know if there is one.
I'm gonna miss ward so much.
Well,
They're gonna
last
have
season
something. They gotta have something like that.
I didn't see one on beta, but I didn't really look through all of them. But because last season there was the leaf trinket from Everbloom, but I think that was intellect only, so you wouldn't have been able to do it. But it was the same thing as ward. It was just smaller.
Someone would have to trade it to you, right?
No, I think it doesn't have agi on it, so like you wouldn't equip it. Like it's like a healer item.
I think didn't some people still do it though?
Oh shit!
Even
maybe.
just like to survive. I think some people still try to do leaf to survive.
Oh my god!
Because I think like people try to suggest me to get it. And I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking doing that. Like, there's no fucking way. And like there used to be the spore cloak, which was great.
Oh, I miss spore cloak. Spore cloak is so good.
Yeah.
Such a nice, so satisfying. Every time you're like, oh no, there's huge rot damage, and then I procced this giant shield. This is
fuck yeah, this is so great. Good.
All right, probably last one, and then I'll let you go because I had you here a while. And I know you're probably going to stream later. Maybe are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm gonna stream,
Okay, cool. So I'll let you go soon. But I did, since we were talking about defensives and stuff. How do you feel about? Because I never really did like high keys until I don't know, like in the last year, I guess is my highest experience, and it's very like how I can ask you like, oh, what defensives do you use here? You're like, oh, I fucking know because you're gonna die without them. Like it's kind of like it's like burned into your head at some point.
Have
like
to, the not even close website and stuff. Yeah,
that one's so good. I don't know if it was always this way with the one shot meta. I think it's kind of recent, but it's my only experiences recently. But do you like that, or do you wish that the trouble was more like, hey, can we deal enough damage to time this key? Like we're gonna deplete because we don't have enough damage, or do you? I don't know. How do you feel about that versus like, we just need to live this and we 2-chest the Azure Vault 17 or whatever?
I think a mix of the two is really nice. Like I don't. If you have to spend a bunch of time like survive, like I find that I spend a lot of time focus more on how I'm living shit, like like in trash mobs and like passively and stuff like that, than I do with how much damage that I'm doing at that moment. But obviously like my rotation's been easier as a hunter, so it makes it nicer to be able to have that kind of extra brain power to think about what you have to press next.
No, that makes sense.
To survive and stuff. But I don't mind the one-shot mechanics because like I said, like right now with the ward and stuff and like going based off comps and having to talk to your team, I really want a team for next season. I've got a couple of friends and stuff, and like we're hoping to be able to put together a squad because I think that just makes it so much easier.
It's the most fun of any video gaming I've ever done in my life is like M+ with 5 friends, like a group of 5 friends, like doing keys, even if they're like alt keys or whatever. Like that's just like the top of fun for me as far as games go. So that's always cool. I think my thing, I play too many tunes and then like I never pick one and I can never join a team because I'm always like,
because you're like spread between them all.
I think it's because I like to play keys so much that I like being able, like, whoever's on and whoever wants to play, it's like, yeah, I could heal that probably.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
Yeah, it's like,
that.
I know how to play Guardian. I'll just tank this gear. Like, I think I've healed, tanked, and DPS'd like 14s of everything at least. Maybe not tanked, but like, I don't know. I have fun, I guess. All right, anything to plug? Obviously, your Twitch. You don't have the YouTube. Do you use Twitter or anything like that?
No,
I'm not a big Twitter guy either.
I don't really do that shit.
Yo, I say that too. I'm like, I don't have any social media, and then I realize I spend like 5 hours a day on Discord talking to people.
Oh yeah, I guess Discord.
I'm like, wait, I'm talking to people on Discord. I'm full of shit.
For the most part, unless you're a friend, like, don't bug me on Discord.
Yeah.
Don't hit me.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying to hit you up on Discord. I'm saying like everyone right now.
Stuff like that. Like I honestly, like, I just scroll Instagram. I don't post on it. I was thinking about making a Twitch Instagram and like actually do stuff on it, but it's just so much more work.
Yeah, they have a lot of. Oh my god, the thunder!
Holy oh my god, I can hear it.
They have a lot of cool tools for Twitch to like export clips that are kind of like a TikTok, YouTube short kind of format that might work for Instagram, but I guess it's still a little clunky. But I don't know. I mean, you're doing good. You're doing your thing. You know, people are finding you. It's.
Yeah.
Unless you think it's fun to do Instagram, I wouldn't feel like pressured to do anything else.
I just like fucking scrolling it, but I just stream for fun. Like, I'm not trying to be anything crazy with it and stuff. It's been super fun, and it's been getting busier, which has been really cool.
Yeah,
it's been super duper cool, like very very fun and exciting about it. But that's why I'm doing it. I'm not trying. If I had to sit there and like stress out about how people are coming in to say hi, who's fucking hanging out and shit, like, it wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, I feel that totally. Good. Well, thank you so much for doing the show. I appreciate it. I know it's like weird and out of the blue, especially because it's news, but thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I know you're busy.
No, thanks for hanging out.
I'll swing by your chat later and say what's up.
Fuck yeah.
But thank you. This was a blast. I'm down another time. Maybe when War Within's like out or more solidified, we can talk about some Hunter stuff or whatever.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you so much. Bye, Heather.
All right. See you later. Bye-bye.
See ya.
I don't know how to leave.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
You hit like
trying to hit
escape.
end recording.